join me with all of these plant chores because I got a lot to do. Hey guys, I've got a ton of houseplant chores, plant chores to get done today. So I hope you join me. I want to start by filling up all my humidifiers and just explain what I use. Now these are Poland Spring containers. I don't use Poland Spring water to fill up my humidifiers. I just keep these containers because they're handy to use to fill up my humidifiers. And we're actually on well water here, so this is our well water in here. And I gotta repot a few plants as well. My beautiful and very much loved Begonia needs to get a new pot, a bigger pot. And I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to do, including some pruning, and I think I need to maybe also install some lighting, so I might get to that as well. So yeah, join me with all of these plant chores. Guys, I do have a little bit of some disheartening news to share with you guys. As you know, I have two dogs. And my older dog, Dexter, he's the Bichon Poodle, the small little cute white dog. I'll throw up a pic. So he was diagnosed with diabetes about a month ago, and in about the last week or so, he's gone from being able to see to, you know, basically almost being fully blind. He doesn't really know where he's going, and I can only imagine the stress and the anxiety that he's feeling. So it's just all really overwhelming and sad. And yeah, poor little Dexter is just like, he just doesn't know where he's going, and he's been bumping into some walls, and like, it's freaking me out. So I'm not sure if this is something that we're gonna be able to rectify. We'll have to get him to the vet ASAP so that we can understand if this is something that's treatable or if it's permanent. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys that our little Bichon Poodle isn't doing so great. So, all right guys, not sure if you can see the, like, not steam, but like the water vapor coming out of this cold steam, if you will, humidifier. So this is one of a few humidifiers, and as you can see, it's really low and needs to be filled. So it's tedious task of filling this up, like probably almost every day or every other day. Yeah, so right to max. And then my other humidifier is this one. I really love this one. It doesn't have any sort of like vapor or steam coming out of it. It just uses a basin of water with a fan, but it's still really effective. So this one gets filled. Ooh, that looks like it needs to get cleaned, but this one. All right, so that's almost full. Fill that up after, and let me grab my other humidifier. So this is my third and final humidifier. I just recently picked this up probably a couple weeks ago on Amazon, and I like this one because it's portable, which is like the pro, I guess. The con to this one is it needs to be charged like almost once every day, and it probably works for, you know, a good 4 or 5 hours, but that's it. But the great thing about it is like I can use it on this table. There we go. And keep all of my Alocasia nice and happy, Fiddly Fig, Pink Princess, and my Prince of Orange, and all of these plants that love humidity. And actually that brings me to a whole other point. I need to prune some stuff back. So this plant I had outdoors, and let's just go ahead and get rid of that. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff I need to prune. So yeah, let's take a look. I'll come back for that later. My poor string of dolphins is not the happiest at the moment. Yeah, I've sadly neglected the string of dolphins more than I should have. So luckily it's not completely gone, but it does need a bit of a haircut. So I'm just gonna kind of try to get rid of some of this excess dead foliage and then try to remove it somehow. I don't know how that's gonna work, but let's see. This do. Anyways, yikes. Oh good, I think I just cut off one of the few healthy branches. Anyways, hot mess. I'll have to show you, I keep most of my like Senikio string of pearls, all my string of stuff in Jeff's office, and they get really good sunlight in there, and those ones have done very well. Sadly, this one has not, so maybe it's time for a new home, but let me quickly put the camera down. I'm gonna do a really good job pruning this back, all the dead stuff, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Guys, there's like, oh my god, there's nothing left. So as you probably know, I've done videos on these plants and they can be super tricky when it comes to water and light. They have really shallow root systems, so if you do water them from the top, you really do risk of basically overwatering and then killing them off. And then the light needs is just really can be finicky for some, including me. The great news is, they're very easily propagated, and I just grabbed this, which was a propagation I think I actually did from my string of videos. So as you can see, unlike the parent plant, the this guy needs probably a little bit of water, but much better. I've kept it in a little nursery pot so I can take that out and bottom water it. Also, that's why I have this one in a you know, a little plastic saucer, so that if I can put a little water in there and water it from the bottom, you really avoid a lot of issues. But yeah, take a look at my feature wall. I've not sure if you've seen, but I've added some minerals or like semi-precious gemstones, and I'm still kind of looking out for one here. So if you have an idea of what would look cool there or what I should get, let me know. That's like a fluorite, malachite, and then in this one I have just labradorite. I'm hoping to, I'm not sure how well you can see it. I'm hoping to find some more of that. But yeah, different colors. It's kind of like greens, a little bit of blue and yellow in that one. This top one is like a little bit more of deeper blues, and then this one's totally yellow. Anyways, so yeah, let me go give this guy a little bit of a drink, and then I can move on to the next task. I really do love this little portable humidifier because it has like an option where you can just do one side or both, or like a intermittent release. I think that really uses up the battery pretty fast though, but yeah, guys, this is my Alocasia from that other video that I did, which I almost basically killed off at one point, and then I got spider mites at another point, and I think it's finally doing a lot better. And then I love this too. There's lots of awesome new growth on this one. This guy I had on the shelf, and now it was leaning towards the light, so I've just put him here so that it can kind of straighten out a little bit. And yeah. Oh, Dexter's whining. I have this grow light and timer that I was using for my citrus plants before we got a greenhouse, and I might install this as well. I'm trying to figure out what the best spot would be for it. This was my low light corner. That was before the huge accident, and these shelves fell off and made a huge mess. Like even like it dented the floor, I think. These guys seem happy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what that's about. So yeah, I was thinking of maybe installing it here. That's one idea. And then I guess the other, I have a lot of my like full sun plants here. And it's not always sunny, so I was like, maybe should I hang it from here? But that's kind of weird because it would be, I guess, in front of the window. So I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to that spot and see what that's all about. Anyways, in the meantime, I'm going to repot this angel wing begonia from this pot into this one. Love these pots because they have this like cool design on them, and they have drainage, which is great. And they come with that little sort of plastic piece to keep everything, stopping everything, all of the soil from going through. And then I picked up this beautiful begonia as well, and I think I'm gonna throw this guy into this pot when I'm done. And I've mixed up some, oops, sorry about the shaky camera there. Just did equal parts coco coir, peat moss, and perlite. Now that we're headed into fall and winter, I'm not gonna add any fertilizer to this mix, and I'm just gonna reuse any of that soil mix and just add any extra that I need because it's slightly larger. So yeah, let me put the camera down and go ahead and start doing that. All right, so I guess I just grabbed an empty bowl, and then let's see how easily this comes out. Like the bowl will just catch any of the soil mix. All right, so set that aside. Probably unravel these little things. Oh, dog's gotta go out. I'll be right back. All right, so got rid of the dogs and that pot. Well, I didn't get rid of it, but I've got the plant out, and I'm just gonna add some of this new freshly mixed soil mixture into this pot. Thinking, so I have this one, if you can see, this one like super long one. I don't like fastening the canes too tightly to any sort of stake. So I think by using just this one should be fine. Making a huge mess, obviously. Okay. I don't like to fill up the soil, the soil mix all the way up to the top of the pot, just so if you do water it from the top, that, you know, you're not making a huge mess. And I usually do top water this plant. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more around the stake so it's a little bit more settled. And then a I'll show you guys what it looks like, and then I can add some of the twist ties or something just to help give it some upright structure. So let's see here. Alright, so how's that looking? So this new stake is quite a bit taller, but that's good because these are growing pretty quickly, and as you can see, should work out just well. So let me go grab those twist ties or the Velcro little straps and then get this guy connected to that stake. All right guys, so this is nicely potted up. Not really sure how I'm feeling about this whole one stake method. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Basically all I did is I used one sort of twist tie loosely there, and then just that original piece of Velcro. Removing these things is like the most satisfying thing ever. Yeah, the new growth on these is just, it's so fascinating. New growth there, some new growth there. Yeah, I think we'll see how it kind of adapts to the light. But ultimately I think this should work. It's a bigger pot, a little bit more of a statement. Some of the leaves are kind of like upright as it grows. Hopefully it'll kind of, you know, straighten out. These ones I haven't attached to the stake as much, so it looks a little bit nicer with it kind of draping over. But yeah, that's one thing done. Also, this pot is disgustingly dirty on the inside and the out. In my last vlog, I showed you if you use like 1 part vinegar, white vinegar to, you know, 5 parts water, you know, something like that, and you soak it for about 10 minutes, you can really clean the pot and just give it a new lease on life. And I'm gonna actually do that with this pot before potting up this other begonia in it. So I'm gonna set that aside and do that later. But what else? So I did some pruning. Love this. This new leaf came out a few weeks ago on my Macaulay finale, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Nice and cherry red pop. Yeah, what else can I show you guys? Oh yeah, the light. I found some hooks. So let me see if there's a good spot for that. Actually, I think I'm gonna give this a little watering, and yeah, let's see what we can do with the light. Speaking of new growth, the new growth on my asparagus fern, it's just the coolest. I take it back. I feel like this has the coolest new growth ever. I'm not sure if you guys can get a good picture of it, but it's so cute. It's so cute. Some like yellowing on some of my Hoya. Maybe too much humidifier for them, but they generally look okay. So yeah, let's take a look at if this even makes sense. I don't know if the light coming down, like how will help these ones. Let's give it a shot. So I'm just gonna grab those hooks, maybe pre-drill into the ceiling, and then there is an outlet back there. So let's see if I can get that done. Hey guys, so managed to set up the light, the grow light, and it looks pretty cool, but there are a few problems. Let me show you what I did. So you can see here, I drilled a little hole, put a plug in, and then attached this hook Made a little loop, and then also, I don't know if you can see in the far corner, there's another little hook to keep it tied down. So it looks fantastic, but this plant's obviously way too close to the light, and it goes without saying that the huge chunks of wall missing need to get repaired. But it's a really cool opportunity to do an entire new setup in this corner with this light and shelving. Kind of like maybe what I had before, maybe different, I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think about this entire setup. And I still need to get a light for there. So if you have any suggestions, at all for a light that would work there, what you think would look awesome. I've been having a really hard time finding something for that spot, and I'm trying to find some artwork for the wall here, and then just maybe I'll be ready for my full houseplant tour, but I don't want to do that video until I have kind of all the pieces of the puzzle and everything in place the way I want it. But that's it for this vlog. Let me know what you thought of these plant chores, or anything else for that matter. Miss you guys so much. Until the next one.